Well, man, what a way to kick things off. Justin Gaethje, man, the highlight did it again. Wow. YouTube, welcome back. Go 1099. I just wanted to go live, man. We've been in the Discord, chatting it up about this card, but it's too much, man. I can't just type all of it. So I was like, let me go live and let's go over my thoughts watching that. Let y'all get in here though, man. What's going on, fellas? Jay Frank, what's good? Jesus. Dead Pulley said, had me out of my seat. Can't lie, bro. That was a crazy main event. Crazy, bro. Oh, man, bro. Justin Gaethje. I said I was going with the highlight. But, you know, Patty he's going to be a problem. That fight was everything, bro, that I thought it could be. But definitely not how I seen that going. That's insane, bro. Yeah, I was just finna say, man, that's my first thought is they take ad breaks in between like everything now. Which is like, I mean, I don't know, I guess, bro. Hell, even Netflix has ads now if you don't got like the premium subscription for them now. Nothing is It's just a smooth watch these days, I guess. But yeah, I felt like it was a lot more ads than I would have thought originally, bro. Kareem says Scousers don't get knocked out, bro. It was a few times I'm like, bro, Scousers need to get knocked out because this shit is ridiculous, man. Like, he was taking some crazy damage, but it's like he kept firing back. He would take a good amount of damage, and then he'll just come back for the next at least minute. He's just firing off all types of dangerous looking attacks, and looking like he's hurting Justin. But man, Paddy Pimblett is a dog, bro. God damn, he's a dog. Wow. Justin Gaethje though, man. Damn, Justin did it. W highlight, man. Tati, shout out my boy Tati in the building. Dots, what you think about that Sean O'Malley fight? What you think about that Sean O'Malley fight, Dots? Dog, Sean O'Malley pulled it out the fire too, bro. God damn. JMMA said I need that type of violence in UFC 6. Nah, fact. That was pretty brutal, man. That was pretty brutal. Sheesh. That Sean O'Malley fight was looking bad for a brief period of time. A long period of time, actually. I'm be shooting and doing all types of weird stuff, but I'm really just trying to come here, chat it up with y'all. Well, not trying to get knocked out, but the best way to keep everything engaging. He pulled it out though in that third round. Sean O'Malley looked like his leg was compromised. He found a way to fight through that too. Sonya Dong, bro, was sharp, yo. Sonya Dong was really sharp. I didn't expect him to be like as sharp as he was, and the fact that Sean was able to still find the outlet to win that and push it out, at the end, that was cool. That was a great sign. I don't know if that warrants him getting a title shot now. I don't know. Would y'all give him the title shot over Umar? Feels bad. Patty has 100 chin. Yeah. Yeah, his cut stat might not be like super high, but his chin stat is definitely maxed out. I can agree with that. Which brings me to the Derek Lewis fight. I don't know for my guys who place bets and whatnot. I'll say I put one bet in, and it had Derek Lewis and Waldo in it. It was just it was just an 8-minute total fight time. Tell me why. I don't know if any of y'all had this experience too, but that fight ended at exactly, if you're counting total seconds, it ended at exactly 8 minutes and 14 seconds. That type of shit right there, yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm literally watching. I'm like, okay, I know this fight isn't gonna go the distance. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen here? And I'm like, okay, well, shit, it looks like, it's gonna make it out of this round, like, okay, man, we gotta fight, Waldo, he's just trying to take his time, and literally as 8 minutes is approaching, Derek Lewis falls on the ground at 8 minutes and 10 seconds. I said, yeah, I know damn well. Derek Lewis pulled a fast one on everybody. How he fall down at 8 minutes and 10 seconds, huh? How did he know?
Ready to fight?
I was talking. Yeah. Besides that, I mean, the Gene Silva Arnold Allen fight was a good fight too, man. It was a moment in that fight, and I feel like Gene Silva is one of them dudes who, of course, you can see, he's very emotional in there and whatnot. But he's one of them, I don't know, he gives me that fake respectful vibe. Like if you're not like, if you're somebody who's not a threat, he'll show you that fake respect. Same thing, he did with Mitchell and then. But it seemed like, he was getting a little pieced up in that first round. He didn't want to touch gloves and pay no respects or nothing. That's why Arnold Allen was like, bro, push your ass there if you don't want to touch gloves with me. But I mean, that was a good performance from Gene Silva, man. After the fight, that was a tough fight, man. They both was giving a good showing, man. Arnold Allen was on the outside, trying to be elusive. He was for most of the fight. Gene Silva took his time. He didn't rush things. He was in the beginning. He was getting touched up a good amount by Arnold. So he found his spots to get in some really good shots in that second and third round. Third round, he came out firing. Like, it was no question. He felt like he figured that was the determining round of the fight. JX said card was trash and we keeping it a buck. Really? You think it was trash? Definitely. Maybe it's just the matchups and whatnot had me intrigued enough where even though it wasn't a lot of crazy finishes in the premier matchups on that card, it was still enjoyable just to see, we have to check these things. We have to check these. face was absolutely busted. No, for sure. But you know, I feel like it wasn't really leaking until like the tail end of that second round for real, going into the third. But I mean, them leg kicks really had a good effect on O'Malley's movement. By that second round, you know, you can see he was moving a little bit lighter. But again, O'Malley started turning it up. That second round, I feel like it was a close round to where, you know, you would think might be 1-1 going into the third, and in the third he took over. So I mean, you gotta respect it. You know, just come down to, is that gonna be something or are they gonna put him, you know, in that spot? Superman punch, yeah, I know. Finish. Look at Islam now. Wow. Okay. Now back to talking about these fights. Beautiful. Beautiful shit. El Rowley thought Lewis was on the peptides. Bro, that was a very odd fight. I knew, you know, I figured Waldo was going to win, and it wasn't really going to be a highly competitive fight out of maybe the first 2-3 minutes, you know, where Derek Lewis can always catch you with something, but after, you know,
ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 21 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by TKO, Islam Makhachev.
It was just a very odd, I don't know, man. Someone said they need to investigate that, bro. I heard, man. LJ! Salute, brother. Shout out LJ in the super chat.
Has just tipped €5.71 through
Thank you, brother.
Chat. What a fight. Fire emoji, 100 emoji. With that being said, good night.
Good night. Bless you, man. Bless you. I know a lot of y'all stayed up outside the States really late. Somebody said it was like 3 a.m. for them, and it was only on the Natalia Silva fight, and it was already 3 a.m. for like only was, man, yeah, that's crazy. There's a few people who said that. Man, at least if you're watching and it's really late, you got to end off on a very solid scrap, man. Props to Justin Gaethje. I mean, man, everybody, you know, was ready to tell Justin to take his ball and go home. Sad, man. Beautiful. Let's be honest. Ilya finishes Patty and Gaethje. It should just be Arman, man. Yeah, if we're being realistic, I mean, that performance, Ilya, I know he was smiling ear to ear. You know, Ilya was somewhere just smiling, watching this. Like, bro, like, let me use Ilya right now. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I know Ilya's like, dog. First off, he's now gonna try to be the first person to knock his Scouser out, because after all that punishment Patty took and he didn't come through victorious, I can still see Ilya trying to up Patty, you know, in his status, just to probably not go against the likes of Arman. You know, I don't know, bro. I don't know how they're gonna play it to try to keep Arman out of the picture. You can imagine they're not gonna want Arman to possibly be somebody to knock out Patty. Not saying I think Arman is just, you know, gonna come in there and knock out Patty, but I'm just saying you don't even want that to be the case. If anybody knocks him out, they're building this. Literally, they've been building Patty this whole time. They could have been gave him like a killer and possibly ruined the hype, you know. But they've been building for this Patty Ilya clash. Now, it's taken a huge hit, clearly, but they still have he hasn't got knocked out angle, which is kind of sick, but it's true, you know. It's a fight game, you know. That's how it goes, man. Oh. Ilya keeping the belt for a while, I believe. Well, you know, I mean, I think, you know, he could probably, you know, I'm not one of them that says Arman beats him for sure. Like, I think Ilya might, you know, still beat Arman and possibly stop him. You know, like, honestly, with the power that Ilya has, shit, it's no joke, bro. If he's really locked in, you know, and he's... But hey, then again, y'all, who knows, man? I'll say this too. Who knows? Because nah, I ain't gonna say that. Since Charles didn't get knocked out. Charles hadn't got knocked out before. Let me just stop myself right now before I just try to say something that I know is not 100%. You know, I was going to use that angle. Like, you know, Max was a featherweight and Vulcan just got knocked out. You know, Max was cutting weight. He knocked out Charles. Actually, was just, not. Nobody just does that to Charles. People have knocked him down, but not just knocked him out. This man has dynamite in his hands. Tony didn't get stunned or knocked down. It sounded like that. Patty got knocked down and sounded several times. Stunned way more times. Oh, you talking about the Patty-Tony fight? Yeah, honestly, with how that performance was, I can understand why they waited for him to get a real good performance. Like, it's like you had the Bobby Green fight finish, and then you have the Michael Chandler fight. That is enough to make us forget about the Tony Ferguson fight, where he, you know, gassed out and it was looking grim, real grim in there. And that was old man Tony. So honestly, that's why I'm like, you know, it's funny, man, how this business stuff works. You know, they have a way of doing things with the intent of, you know, building a fight. Imagine if they tried to give Patty a title shot versus Justin Gaethje right after that Tony fight. We would have seen this performance probably coming and not even thought about it. You know? But they waited until he dominated Chandler the way he did, and then it just had us thinking like, oh shit, maybe this is a different Patty. Justin's still a dog, man. Ugh. Amazing how that works. Said just check the stats. He landed more significance on strikes on Patty. Patty didn't get mercy. He just kept getting stunned and knocked down. I gotta watch. Honestly, I'm gonna probably watch the highlights of that fight, but I haven't watched that fight back in a while. I don't think I actually watched it back entirely. I just remember highlights. I never really watched the full fight back. Honestly, was waiting for Patty to get humbled. He only fought old dudes. I know, right? It's, I mean, eventually it all comes back. It all comes back to haunt you. All roads lead to Gaethje. Imagine that. They doubted the man. They doubted him for sure. You know, I thought he was gonna hit one of these. You know,
you ready to fight? Ready. Look at me now! Look at me now!
Thought he was gonna hit one of these. They all doubted me. Yeah, you know better. You know what I was gonna do to you. You know. Turn it off.
You all doubted me, so I couldn't do it. You all said I couldn't do it. Look at me now.
They all doubted me, said I couldn't do it. That was how I thought Gaethje was gonna pull one of them, but nah, he let the moment sink in. You know, he didn't really go too much in on the being the interim champ. You know, you could tell he's on that been there, done that type of stuff. Now, you know, he's just ready to get it in. Chat, why did they put the camera on Arman after? I know y'all seen they put the camera on Arman Sarukian after both of the interviews. Like, they didn't mention him and no questions, none of that. It's already understood, man. It's already understood. You're not. That's what I'm like. How are they gonna wiggle out of giving Arman an opportunity? Is he just gonna wait? Is he gonna fight again? Like, what's gonna happen now, bro?
Ready. Ready. Good.
Justin has stopped so many hype trains. So many, bro. So many. Not gonna lie, Justin should just leave on the high horse and say F the undisputed crown. Damn. Imagine. Okay. Real game already. Just take your interim title and just go on. Get out of here while you still can in one piece. Great takedown. Yeah, bro, Ilya's gonna KO him bad. Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty. They caught him switching stances. That's tough. Umar equals sleepy, I sleepy. Oh, gaming dad. Hey, that's why they put it on the prelims. I ain't gonna lie, I can understand. I was saying that before. I'm like, I understand why, you put that fight on the prelims. Pretty damn crazy though, man. Damn. Respectfully, I don't want to see Umar fighting for a title. Damn, Tetra! That's how you feel? I'll be honest. Me, myself, I didn't even finish watching that fight. Hey, I stepped out before the fight even ended. I was doing whatever the hell, bro. I left, came back. But yeah, for that fight in particular, I remember right before I left, the fight was on, and I was like, ready to fight? I could carry, I get it. I was on that I could care less height. Man. Yo! Moon Man! Salute, brother. Shout out Moon Man with the big 5.
Just tipped $4.99 through Super Chat. What's up, Goat and Goat Crew? Hope you all are well. Robert Cuddy said, "Yay, it's been a minute, but I'm back. I missed you and Goat. Hope you all well."
W man, thank you, brother. Yeah, man, welcome back, brother. We just been doing the usual, defending the belt, proving, we get to the top of the leaderboards. Nothing crazy, but. Really, this card, that was something worth coming to chat about, man. And what y'all say the highlight of the card? What y'all say the highlight of the card, man? What would y'all say the fight of the card is, if there is one?
I need you to scramble. Just work. I'll stand it up. Just work.
Right back on top. Now this is scary. Getting on top that fast. Gotta make Sean and Corey. Yeah. Yep. You're right. That's it. That's the one to make, for sure. Sean and Corey. No need to, to hold out now. Let's make it happen. It's time. Allen versus Silva was awesome. I think that was a good fight. I guess Patty Justin is the fight of the card. I guess, yeah. Dead boys, and not gonna lie, if I'm Dana, I'm firing Iggy on the spot. Bro, Figgy was acting like he was like playing gatekeeper role or something. Like, he was sweet. He didn't even, that wasn't even the Figgy that we used to seeing a lot. It was kind of like he was just taking his time on some, like, hey, if you want that title shot, you better, try to finish me. But I'm not going to give you any openings to finish me. I'm just going to let you get a boring victory, But he started, it was like that, but he started turning up. But, again, it's like, you could tell, like, even with a victory, Figgy knew, like, there's no real title opportunity for him. So he just went out there. He just did whatever. I kind of want to punish him against his cage, though. You're the type of player I want to see how you react to being against his cage. I can take my time, bro. It's over. I'm just having fun. Talbot versus Song. Yeah. Talbot versus Song, you're done. Man, you work extra hard, huh? It sucks when you working hard knowing that there's no victory in your distant future. Oops. I did it again. Just hoops. Welcome back to the Go Crew. Thank you so much, man, for joining the members once again. Salute, brother. W supporter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
in the chat. Shout out El
Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest.
W supporter.
At 3 minutes, 55 seconds of round number 3.
W fight.
Playing the winner by knockout and still.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I didn't hear it until they said it in the fight that he was 2 pounds overweight. I'm like, oh, goodness. Here we go.
George Rush St. B.
And is that one dude's height? The one guy what's the black guy's name? Not the Dominican brother. I'm not black, Poppy. What's the other black dude? The Cameroonian dude. Cameroonian. I would say he probably heard his hype and dropped his stock with that fight he had against Puliev. Oh, shit, I'm terrible. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Is this hype train done? I was saying I think his hype train is put to a halt because a lot of people probably was banking that he was gonna make easy work of that dude. Charles something. Okay. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, his fight went the distance. And I mean, he got the victory. No real question about that. He was doing a lot of damage to his opponent, but he didn't get him out of there, and I think that's what everybody was hyping him up to be, that guy who's going to be a killer. But this was good. Sometimes reality is better than fiction and fantasy. There's not gonna be another Francis Ngannou coming out of the middleweight division. Like, Francis Ngannou is a heavyweight that fights like a heavyweight and does heavyweight like things. Other dude, he's powerful, but it's a difference. It is a difference. And Easy Money is making a difference one gifted at a time. Salute, brother. Thank you for the gifted. Nick Costa, welcome to the Go Crew, brother. Welcome back, man. Easy Money, salute. Thank you so much, my boy. Thank you to all the members. What's your thoughts on that, though, man? What is your thoughts on that? Yeah, what's his name? I'm going to see it. I'm looking it up right now. I'm going to just go right to the ESPN. Let's see. As they look for another fight. What was his name? His name was Ataba Gautier. Yeah, Gautier. Ateba Gautier. They were saying in the Discord, the dude was a killer, and Puliev. They were saying, that, it was going to be easy money. And shit, I bought into the hype, I bought into the hype. Literally, I bought into it. Put something down on under 4.5 minutes and, something that I knew was going to hit. Of course, the other thing hit, but he didn't get the finish. And just imagine me being somebody last minute hearing the hype. Imagine all the other people, who wanted to hype him up and possibly thought he was gonna, be a KO artist. They probably they off the bandwagon now, I'm sure. Calling him Baby Francis. But that's the thing, Francis he's stopping people. Like that one dude, he had already lost 7 times, I believe. So I mean, it's not like he was no world. He got knocked out before. Actually, I just see when they do stuff like that, and then when things go bad, usually the hype dies down, and the next fight you get is usually a fight that exposes you fully. I mean, we've seen that with Patty too now, where Patty fought Jared Gordon. Everybody thought he lost, but they gave him the victory. But, that hype was like, put to a halt. We all knew once he went against somebody, that it was really a fierce competitor. He was going to be in for a bad night. And that was tonight against Justin the Highlight Gaethje. At 34, 35, 36 years old, Justin Gaethje is now. Props to him, man. I mean, he has beaten every next level threat in the lightweight division. He's beaten them all, bro. God damn, I just thought about it. He really has beaten them all. He's beaten Fiziev. He's beat Gaethje. He beat Chandler. He beat Dustin Poirier. Well, he didn't beat everybody. The Blessed Express. the BMF champion. You know, he's a one of one. But everybody else, man, I mean, he's put in work against him. No, not Charles either. Sorry, not the enlightened one. But you get it. All the next contenders. I mean, look what he did to Tony when Tony was right there at even just another interim belt, but Tony was right there at the title shot again, stopped him. Patty right there at a title shot, stopped him. Fiziev right there at a title shot, stopped him. Dustin Poirier right there at a title shot, stopped him. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Don't hurt yourself trying to pronounce these names, brother. I'm struggling over here. You hear me? Like, damn. But all in all, it was a good card. It was a very good card. I'm thinking next week. Let me look at next week card, because I don't know who's all fighting on the Lopez Volk 2 card next week. Let me see. Dan Hooker and Benoit Saint. Damn, Dan Hooker back already? Damn, dog, he just fought. Chad, I know I'm not tripping. He literally just fought, like, damn near. Damn, Dan. Dan already coming back in the co-main event versus Benoit Saint Denis. That's going to be crazy. And Rafael, oh my God, this is going to be a good fight. God damn. Mauricio Ruffy versus Rafael Fiziev. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Zero, what's good, man? What's going on? Ma 2499. Patty got OD hard. Yeah, he was really repping that, Scousers don't get knocked out dilemma all the way through, and he showed, like he said, he knows he's tough. He didn't feel like he had to prove it to anybody. I mean, shit, man. He did his thing. He did his thing, bro. That was amazing. Wow. Shout out to bro.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Wow. That's chain wrestling. For real. Got him. Got him. Beautiful. That didn't do shit. Not a damn thing. I'll take it. I will take it. Nice. Oh shit again. This camera angle is something else though. Just don't get knocked out. Oh. Scousers may not get knocked out. Scousers know when to quit. Turn it Kaziev gonna piece him up. You think so, OST? That's gonna be a good ass match, man. This next card about to be way better. Think so? It has a potential. Well, I mean, honestly, with all the good fights that was on this card, you would think this card would have went a little harder. Maybe just a little bit harder, you know? Let me look at that card again, man. Let me look at it again. Because they got Dan Hooker and Benoit Saint Denis as a co-main. I don't know why that co-main couldn't have or wouldn't have been Faziev versus Ruffy. Shit, that's a great fight to put as a co-main. The card probably is going to be better as far as the action in it. You know, just the name quality, the star power behind the names and the notable fighters on the card. You would have thought this card would have maybe went a little bit harder. It's cool, man. Cool. It was almost like that was a gift from the UFC gods for stepping in to fight Holloway, who he was supposed to dog walk too. Stepping in to fight Holloway. With Gaethje? Gaethje stepped into that? What you mean? Oh, you're saying like he didn't have to take the Max Holloway fight? I was like, I don't know, it wasn't last minute or nothing. For UFC 300, that wouldn't be. Yeah, I know he wants that fight back. He made it clear he wants to get Holloway back. So this is his path to doing it, I guess. He said he wants to beat Ilya now and possibly go against Max and Charles. That's his ideal map out of the rest of his career. Ilya, Max, Charles. The only order that can possibly go at getting through Ilya first. Good heavens, you know. But even if he doesn't, maybe, you know, he tries to get one of those back. I could see a Gaethje versus Charles Oliveira rematch before a Gaethje versus Max Holloway rematch. Ooh. Thank you, Obioma. That's why I say, you know, I don't think they want to give Arman a title shot because you don't want Arman to be the first person to knock out a Scouser before Ilya. He'd try to use that and run with it, man. Like, shit, I'm the first person to knock out Patty Pennant. Again, I'm not saying he's doing this. You don't even want, if you're UFC and your goal is to make that fight, that Patty versus Ilya fight, you want to keep both of them away. Well, you want to keep Patty away from Arman for sure. But shit, maybe you want to keep Ilya away from Arman too. I don't know how the UFC feels about that. You would think if we can't get Ilya versus Islam, that possibly Ilya versus Arman would be the best next fight. But let's think about this, y'all, because now I'm starting to put things together. And, you know, we love Ilya, but let's be real. He moved out of the featherweight division. You know, he felt like it was his time to go up. But who did he have at featherweight? Who did he have at featherweight waiting for him if he decided to stay down there? He had Mobzar Evloev. Bro, nobody's heard from this man. Where's Mobzar, bro? Where is Mobzar at? Nobody has heard anything about Mobzar, haven't heard from him since his last fight against Arthur. That shit felt like an eternity ago, bro. Where is Mobzar? Where is Mavzar Evloev? And when the hell is he coming back? Is he injured or something again? Like, damn. Who knows? Alexa grabbing top 100 right quick. W Mans. It'll take you a minute. Yes, who would be considered? Yeah, who would be considered next for the winner of Volk and Lopez? That's the thing. It's like you're doing this match again. And rehashing this lead. Now you got so many different contenders in line now. You waited so long, it's like, what do? Do you give it to LeBron? Do you give it to Evloev, who's been there waiting for a long time now? Or do you give it? Or who else? Who else is in the featherweight division? Nah, I guess that's it, huh? That's it. But yeah, do you give it to Evloev or do you give it to LeBron? And now you have Silva, who just got a victory over Arnold Allen again, so he's automatically right back in the mix. Think the UFC is gonna have Mavzar versus LeBron? Yeah, they definitely can do that. I can see them doing that. And if they do that, I don't know how far out it is, but I'd hope it be before the summer, because if it's not and we get that fight, we're probably not gonna see another featherweight title match after this week until hell, the end of the year probably. Which is like, hey, you know. Yeah, but I mean, Volk's not getting any younger. Like, Volk is still aging as a champion, you know, regardless. So I don't know, man. I don't know how they're gonna do that. Hopefully, we do get LeBron versus Mavzar by, spring. Speculating it'd be around March. I like that. That's a good time frame. Would love to see Silva get it, but I think he needs one more. Yeah, I agree, J-Mac. I think they're definitely gonna make him get in another fight. I don't know honestly against who. That's gonna be interesting. I don't know, because he just beat Arnold Allen, so it's like I don't know if there's anybody higher in the rankings that you can face. Honestly, I don't know what Arnold is ranked, but I assume he's pretty high in the rankings because, I mean, hell, all of his fights have been against. Oh my God, I just survived the slightest, the smallest of help. Shit, yeah, I don't know, who do you put him against after he beat Arnold Allen? Usually after you beat Arnold Allen, you're supposed to be
You ready to fight?
right there at another title shot. I mean, unless your mob's off, of course. Yair versus... Oh, Yair's there. Yair, bro. Yair and Aljo. Yair and Aljo, yes. Thank you, man. I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, what do you put him against after this? You can throw him in there against Yair. Actually, I think Silva versus Yair is a great matchup, yeah. I agree. Aljo versus Silva. Maybe, but we already know Aljo ain't changing now. He's going for that him and Mavzar, that was such a beautiful
Ladies and gentlemen,
matchup,
referee
bro.
Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest
Aljo,
at 2
he's a
minutes,
grappling
20
guy
seconds
at
of the
his
third
core, so
round.
if you want excitement, I think Yair versus Silva is the best way to go.
Max Blessed
And for Aljo,
Holloway.
I don't know, man. Maybe give Aljo Arnold Allen. Or give him if Diego Lopez loses, give Aljo Diego Lopez. No, yeah, who does Aljo go against? I'm gonna lie, I like y'all. I like what y'all be coming up with though. Y'all probably better matchmakers than most people right now. Featherweight division. Oh, Alex Perez too, man. Alex Perez really went out there and put on a clinic, bro. He stopped Charles Johnson, dog. That was one of the sickest performances I've seen from a lower weight fighter since like Kai Car France, bro. I mean, dog, he walked him down. Alex Perez walked him down and was just, I mean, clipping him, bro. Clipping him. Y'all seen after he knocked Charles down? Or out, I should say. Y'all seen after he knocked Charles Johnson out for a quick second? His ass, he looked like a zombie, bro. He looked like a zombie. Like he didn't know what to, all he knew was he had to get there and try to be aggressive. Like he literally slid at his legs going in for a double leg. That was the craziest shit, bro. That's so messed up. That is the sport, though, bro. I mean, referee stopped the fight. He's unconscious and then snaps back into consciousness within a second. And the first thing he does is he's sprinting towards Alex Perez, sliding for a double leg. He looked like a complete zombie doing that shit. I was like, dog, this sport is brutal, bro. Brutal. Yeah, he missed weight too. So honestly, that sucks, bro. He did say that in his post-fight interview. He said he missed weight. That's why he felt like, if anything, I need to go out there and finish the fight. It's kind of like, honestly, it's messed up when you hear it like that. It's like, yeah, I kind of, I obviously wasn't intentionally cheating, but, realistically, it's like, well, shit, yeah, I got the advantage, so I felt like, I needed to make good use of this advantage and get a finish. And that's what he did, bro. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Lerone versus Aljo and Mavzar versus Zalal. Who is that? Not Yair. Zalal. Who's Zalal? That another featherweight I'm not thinking of right now? Up and coming, dude. I missed a fight. Did Patty win? 2 on time. He didn't get knocked out, but he damn sure didn't win. He did not win. But Charles is a weight bully, so... Oh, well, yeah. That's why he wasn't tripping off of it too much, He was like, he good, bro. I bet he thinking about that now. I think, especially, gets undervalued how having a weight advantage sometimes can help your performance, especially if you don't really put in the necessary, all of the effort to really try to get down to that weight, whatever said weight was agreed upon. A lot of these dudes, you know, be trying to just come in at full strength. Meanwhile, the other dude killing himself, you know, probably trying to make it. But that, I think you're only killing yourself if, you know, you possibly are a weight bully. So, sucks, man. It's the game. Uh-oh, I see light heavyweight. I see it. Dude that got Emmett in that armbar, his last fight. Let's see. Josh Emmett. I know he fought recently too. That's why I'm like, hold on, let me. Josh Zalaw. Josh Zalaw. Okay. Or Yusuf. It says, yeah, Yusuf Zalaw. That's his name. Yusuf Zalaw. Okay. Yeah, honestly, hell yeah.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Put Mobzar up against him. You gotta put Mobzar against another grinder. That's probably why they're taking their time. They're not rushing things because they want to put Mobzar against somebody who's just as sweaty when it comes to this grappling shit. Ain't the UFC funny, man? Imagine what Islam would do to Paramount. Yeah. Imagine what. Oh yes, Habib made Justin look like the easiest fight ever. That just goes to show how good he is, man. You know, that's when you know you got somebody special. You go out there and you make a very tough competitor look like, you know, he's not so tough. When in reality, he damn sure is. It gives other people the idea that they can just run through these people. That's usually always detrimental when you think you can do something similar to the next person. You got to be innovative. You know, you got to do something out the box that's never been seen before. That's why Ilya is so special, because not only did he say he was going to beat these dudes, he said he was going to knock them out, which is something that, you know, we haven't seen done to, you know, said individuals that he did do it to. At least, you know, not in the respective divisions and whatnot with the vote situation. That was just, you know, got to defend the belt, but yeah, he went out there and knocked these dudes out, doing something completely different from the norm. Oh my God! Shut up. Don't blink. Kills. Bang. Oh. Fought hard, man. That was a great fight. Great showing from Izzy. Boris, you know, he had to dig down deep. He made us dig down deep. And Boris has a lot of fight in him. He has a lot of fight in him.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 43 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Hamzat Chimaev.
Who would win, Alex or Boris? At middleweight, I would favor Boris. At light heavyweight, light heavyweight, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Boris seems like he's confident. He wants to go up to light heavyweight and face Alex. But I think, you know, his best bet would be to fight Alex if Alex was willing to go back down to 185. But I don't see that. I don't see that happening. From 185 to 205 at the light heavyweight division, shit. It's a big difference. Big difference, man. Big difference. Yeah, can we get a light heavyweight fight in? Speak of the devil, you know what I'm saying? That's really man. He needs to use them big ass legs he got. Manny Francis look mediocre. Yeah, that's what I say. When you try to stamp that, you know, that Francis label on dudes, it's tough, man. It's tough. It really is. Oh, yes. Let's go. I've been wanting this for a while. John Jones on John Jones action.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Let's see what John Jones. Oh, 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 oh! Finisher! That shit get wet. You ain't ready for that John Jones action. You ain't ruthless enough. Turn it off. Damn, that was crazy. That was crazy. Sheesh. Cat. Cat. Let me see, I checked. He said I got 50. I mean, you giving me that 50 out of the kindness of your heart, brother. Uh-oh. We got us another one. There we go. Yeah. That's what we want. Let's go.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Fight to the ground. Making it a point. Take the back.
Keep your chin down. Protect your neck.
Oh, God. Schmag City. Oh. John on John action. Sure. Nando, I
Ready
couldn't
to fight?
do that to you, bro. I couldn't do that to you, man.
Good.
I don't want to ruin, you know, your chances of getting UFC 6. You know what I mean? Another 10 streak. Gone. That kick. Oh, God.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 2 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, John Bones Jones!
Gee. It's embarrassed. Nah, that was a perfect shot, man. You hit me with a perfect shot. Some more work to do before we hit that 3,000 club. That's for sure. All of them at 300 or 3,000 now, I should say. They must be doing more than white screen, and they must be actually booting people out the matches, because I know all white screens, you know, somebody might take a whole day, and you know, it never leave the screen, so they must be booting people and getting them out of there that way too. Never know. But man, what a card, man. What a card. Beautiful start to Paramount, in my opinion. Shout out Justin Gaethje. And next week we right back at it again, man. We got Lopez too. Crazy. The first fight seems like it was around this time last year as well. And we're redoing it all over again. I'm all here for it, man. Salute, Staff, brother. I'm finna get out of here right now. But, yeah. Thank you to everybody. Came through the stream once again. And I'll see y'all boys real soon.